Hi, I'm Trey Passer, and this is my movie review of Shark Night in 3D with spoilers. Okay, this movie, when I first, I have to be honest, when I first heard this movie, I think I saw the trailer first on iTunes. You know, you know, I wasn't too crazy about, but it seemed, sharks, 3D, hot girls in bikinis. Eh, I thought, it's the end of summer movie, so I thought, why not give it a shot? And this movie, stars Sarah Paxton. She was in also, I believe, the Last House on the Left, the remake, and she was I think she had a TV show, Into the Wild, I think, and she's also been in a bunch of other movies. And I always get her confused with the girl that played, I believe her name was Rory Gilmore. I believe her name is Alex Bendel. They look similar a lot, and sometimes I think they're the same person, but obviously they're different people. But they do look similar. And also stars Justin Milligan, who used to be on 90210. I think he lasted one season and then he got fired. And also stars Catherine McPhee, from American Idol. And also another actor, I think he's a character actor. His name is Donald Logue. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Uh, I think he's been in a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies. You know, he's, I'll put you'll see the picture up. I'll put this picture up and you'll see what he looks like. But he's been in a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows. And more famous, what I remember him from the most, is in Blade. He was the guy, beginning of Blade, that epic opening scene in Blade where, he tells the guys, "Fuck him up." Okay, that guy. Anyway, back to Shark Night 3D. Like I said, I hadn't had that high expectations for this movie, and like I said, it was an end of summer movie, so this movie, the expectations for this movie wasn't that high. But I have to be honest and say that I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't the greatest movie ever, and but I'm going to tell you a few things that I found hilarious in the movie. But to be completely honest, the 3D was okay, but I think I could have seen it in 2D. I think this 3D is just another way for them to make more money off you. And but the 3D was okay. It wasn't great, but anyway, back to the main movie. Basically, it's about a story about these young college kids. They go up, to this one of their classmates up to their to her cabin out in the middle of the lake, in the middle of nowhere, of course. And of course, they start, they go up there to party, and of course, and have a good time and relax. And of course, during the course of this time, they get attacked by sharks. Okay, she said, you say the same thing I say. Sharks in the lake? How did that happen? Well, there's an excuse for that. Of course, the local hicks, for some reason, decide to put sharks in the water and actually film it, thinking, of course, that this is going to make them rich. I don't know how they figured on selling this and making money off it. Basically having sharks in the water and killing people. But, like I said, I don't think rocket scientists wrote this movie, but like I said, it's a movie. It's about teenage kids getting slaughtered. So, okay, so it's not the greatest idea in the world, but like I said, it's a movie. Anyway, back to the main plot. Like I said, these local hicks put sharks in the water, and I mean not just one type of shark. They put all these different types of shark in the water and they film it. These kids getting, attacked basically. And let me just tell you a few things in this movie that I found hilarious. Okay, there's of course a young black guy that he's one of the not young teenager, young adults that go up to the lake, and he's actually the first one to get attacked. He's I guess jet skiing, with his girlfriend and his friends, and he gets attacked. The shark of course bumps him, and the shark actually bites his arm off actually. And so he's basically running around, of course, with one arm on, and his friends are trying to get him help and everything else. And during the course of the movie, let me just get right to the main point, which I found totally hilarious. His girlfriend, in the process when they're trying to rush him back on the boat to get help for him, his girlfriend gets thrown in the water and she gets eaten by the shark, of course. And anyway, they make it back to the and the motorboat. Excuse me, I left out this part. The motorboat gets attacked, and the girl can't steer it, who's driving can't steer it anymore. So of course they have to jump out into the water, and they barely escape, get back on land, and they're back in her summer house, and they're trying to radio for help and trying to do everything else to get help to them. Of course, because up where they are, their cell phones, of course, don't work naturally. And anyway, the black gentleman wakes up after they're trying to give him first aid and keep him calm and stuff, and he wakes up and he asks for his girlfriend who got eaten by the shark earlier. And of course, he flips out when they tell him that she got killed. And he does the most incredible thing I think I've ever seen. He gets up, one arm and all, and he goes out to the water and takes a spear. I assume this is a spear that they use to spear fish. Black guy, spear. Come on. Anyway, and he basically he's telling the guy, of course his friends are going, "What are you, crazy? What are you trying to do?" And he said, "No, back in my hood, when you get attacked, we attack them." So basically, he goes into the water and he lets the blood dripping off his one part of the arm that he has left, so the shark can come. And he takes the spear, and then a hammerhead shark comes, and he basically kills the hammerhead shark with the spear. I don't know, me and the guy that was sitting next to me was just like totally dumbfounded. I said, "Who wrote this? That's freaking hilarious!" It just I don't know. I guess the guy, maybe they were drunk or high when they wrote that part, and they said, "Oh my God, this is going to be incredible," and it was incredible. This incredibly. I don't know how they came up with that. I mean, I can black eye with spear. I know that, but to have him actually get into the water after getting one of his arms cut off with one spear, and he's going to get revenge for his girlfriend by killing the shark with his one arm and a spear. I don't know. I found that totally hilarious. But anyway, back to the main plot. And the hillbillies, basically one of the hillbillies was an ex-boyfriend of one of the girls that owned the lake house. And his motivation, I guess, to do this was that he wanted to get revenge because apparently this girl, they were boyfriend and girlfriend a little while before she went to college, and she broke up with him. And she actually went diving before she left, and some kind of accident, he got his face scarred, and he blames her for it. And he hadn't seen her in 3 years, of course. So, but this, like I said in the earlier, the motivation for them to let sharks into the water to make money off it. Like I said, maybe because they're dumb hillbillies, they don't know. No offense to dumb hillbillies, but I think even dumb hillbillies are not that stupid enough to think that you could film people getting killed by sharks and sell it, and it would sell. But I don't know, maybe Faces of Death thing. I think they even mentioned Faces of Death somewhere in the plot line in the course of the movie. But like I said, it's the end of August movie, just before Labor Day. They didn't release the reviews to critics before. Of course, they knew they would get hammered. But like I said, some movies, were not meant to be critical darlings, okay? But this movie, like I said, I have to say I enjoyed it, even though I think the 3D wasn't worth the price. I mean, I think they, like I said before, I think they just used that technology to charge you more money. But like I said, I still enjoyed the movie, even though, like I said, that part was the spear and the black guy with the one arm killing the hammerhead shark is just hilarious, and I don't even know how they even thought of that, but that's hilarious. And then, like I said, just like you think it would go, of course, you can pretty much tell, like I said from the trailer, who's the two main characters are. Like I said, Sarah Paxton's character and Justin Milligan, they're the quote-unquote stars in the movie, so they're not going to die, of course, and then everybody else is shark food, basically. But I still, like I said, I enjoyed the movie anyway, even though, like I said, it was one of those movies that you basically going in and you know what it's going to be. Young adults getting high. Although, like I said, it's a PG-13 movie, so of course no nudity. Oh, excuse me, there is nudity in there. Male nudity. Nothing anybody was, like I said, in case anybody else was looking for that. I guess from the trailer, you think, you see Sarah Paxton in a bikini and the other two girls, in bikinis. So you think maybe you might see one of them nude, but no, you see none of that. Okay, although there are great shots of Sarah Paxton in her blue bikini, and I must say, on a purely shallow note, she looks absolutely gorgeous in her blue bikini. And like I said, I would if I was to recommend this to somebody, yeah, I would. I'd say, yeah, if you want to, but going in, as long as you know what it is, I think you'll have a good time. Because like I said, me and the people that were in the movie theater, we cracked up at several spots, and I think as long as you get a reaction to a movie, I think you've done half the battle. Okay, so this is Trey Pastor signing off, and let me know what you think of the movie. Have you seen it? And what do you think of it? And did it meet your expectations? Did it exceed it? Did it go below your expectations? And would you recommend this movie to other people? Just please rate the video and let me know, and you can leave your comments below. And this is Paige Pastor saying thank you.